Hey everybody, this is Mr. Roche. We are working on Pente. We got this terrific board last class, and what I wanted to do was I wanted to um, be able to click on spots and have them, move. And I've got the sort of a turn thing going on right here that makes the turn go back and forth so you can play. Okay, so if we get it to this level, this doesn't have computer playing, but it has, allows two people to play the game, and you could actually just use this as a nice, little game. So, so anyway, what we want to do is we want to get this functionality going so that when I click on one of the squares, it, adds a dot, changes its state, and it allows for um, the turn to change. So if it's black, it'll turn white the next time, something like that. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Okay, so we're gonna head to the game. Okay, and we're gonna work on what we have so far. And looking at like a kind of a diagram of the program, there's going to be some kind of helper functions, helper methods that we really want to get working, and these are actually pretty easy. But one of the things we want class square to be able to do is if you send it an XY location, you want it to be able to um, tell you whether or not you actually clicked in that square. So if you're in that square, it'll return true, and if you're not in that square, it'll return false. Okay. Let's look at the situation here with that. Okay. So we want to find out if a mouse click comes inside a square. The square knows the x and y location of itself of this corner. It also knows square width, and so from that you can figure out this corner, and this corner. And what you clicked me is supposed to do is if you clicked on this right here on this mouse, at mouse x mouse, those coordinates sent to it, it could figure out whether these coordinates are inside the bounds of the square, so that if you clicked on here, the mouse would return true on this square, but it would return false, 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 false through all the other squares. Okay, that's sort of the idea of it. So the question is, can you program this? So what I'm going to try to do is get you set for it, and you guys can program it. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. This happens in square. Okay, so inside square, we have a couple of methods already. We have a draw me, we have a constructor, and we have like a couple of setters and getters. Okay, so now we're going to add you clicked me. So what's going to happen is this checks a mouse click to see if it's inside the bounds of the square. Okay, and that's what it's doing. Okay, so a mouse click has to come from someplace, but we're going to assume that it's going to come. Somebody's going to send it to this function, and it's going to be a public. Okay, it's going to return a Boolean, whether it's true or false, and you clicked me, something like that. Okay, and you guys are going to have to program this. Okay, basically what I would do is I'd start out with a Boolean that said, did you click this square? Something like that. Okay, and I'm going to set it initially equal to false. Okay, you guys are going to write code to check the coordinates. Okay, and I can't wait to see that. And then what's going to happen is we're going to return did you click this square? Okay, so whatever happens, you want to set the true or false to be did you click the squared. Okay, Maybe we can change it to like square clicked or something like that. How about that? That seems shorter, faster, better. But this will work, okay. And then basically, you are going to write the code for here, okay? So I'll let you do that. I'm going to send you some other assignments as we go, but this is sort of part one to the homework. So you're going to write you clicked me, okay, in square, okay? And what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to follow this idea that for a given square, you can figure out whether this mouse X is between here and between here so that it would be true, okay? And that's what you kind of want to do and what you want to test and see that, okay? All right, great. That's it, and talk to you later.